Damn.
Mute yourself, Miss Bell.
All right, we ready?
Yes.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving today as your presiding judge. It's good to see everybody. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. And so hopefully we are off to a good start on today. And if we're not, we'll get there. How about that? And so on this morning, if you are here because you have a traffic matter that's scheduled for 8:30, as soon as my court clerk makes it back to her station, she is going to send you court reporter. Yes, thank you, court clerk, for getting me straight this morning on a Monday. All right, as soon as she gets back to her desk, she's going to send you an invitation to a breakout room, and so that you can talk with the attorney. I will start those cases at about 9 o'clock. So I'll give an opportunity at least until 9 for the officers to show and for the attorneys to talk with the prosecuting attorney. So thank you in advance. Make sure you check in with my clerk though by calling the courtroom at area code 313-965-2280. 313-965-2280. All right, thank you. With that, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'm going to have you place your appearance on the record.
Yes, and thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again, Judge. Good morning, courtroom.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Uh-oh, Mr. Fikens, you're muted.
I am sorry, Your Honor. And good morning, Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens. Your motion is granted. Are there any preliminary matters for the court's consideration from our two attorneys?
No, Judge, not at this time. Nothing on the drug court side. I did notice on the docket there are 5 formal hearings scheduled for this morning, and all 5 are retained. So I would just put that on the record.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Reed. And if there are officers that are on, there are a number of people with their cameras off. We don't know that you're here if we don't get to see you. We don't know who you are if you don't have your name on your tagline. So please make sure you check in with my clerk. Officers, anybody that's here for the 8:30 traffic matters, please check in, and then you're going to get an invitation to go to a breakout room. The number again to reach my clerk is area code 2280. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Yes, so that number is in the chat. All officers, please check in. Please check in. All right, I appreciate it. I am ready to get started. Let's have the case managers place your appearance on the record. Mr. Yancey, you are up first on my screen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Griffin?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right, good morning, Mr. Griffin. Good to see both of you. All right, we are ready to get started. Ms. Wilson, if you could place the attorneys who have appeared on traffic matters in a breakout room. Ms. Mack, if you could let the law department know that our 8:30 attorneys several of them are here. I see at least two, I believe. And so, yes, and good morning. So let's let him know, and then let them know, and that I'm calling those matters at 9 o'clock. I'll give the officers a 30-minute grace period. All right, very good. If you are an attorney just joining us, please call and check in with my clerk, and then please accept the invitation to a breakout room so that you can speak with the city attorney. Thank you so much. All right, I am ready. Mr. Griffin, Mr. Yancey, who do we have up first this morning?
Lakeisha Anderson is phase 3, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Good morning, Ms. Anderson.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. Let me place your case number on the record. I have 201-292-77. State your full name for me.
Lakeisha Anderson.
All right, you're fading in and out. What's going on over there this morning?
Sure.
Uh-oh, maybe your microphone. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Maybe your microphone is sitting on something. I need to be able to hear you.
No, I can, it's not sitting on anything.
That's better. That's better. Okay. All right. Wonderful. How have you been, Miss Anderson?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. I'm doing very well. You still working your program? Still committed?
Yes.
All right. Tell me what you've been doing.
I've just been working just to stay busy and just trying to stay out of trouble.
Okay. And so what are some activities, some pro-social activities that you have been doing that you've been able to still maintain your position with us?
Well, at this point, I really don't have anything in regards to sobriety court to do besides community service. So I've just been like working out. I've been reading books. That's really it.
Okay, very good. You're not getting out socializing much?
I'm an introvert. I really don't socialize anyway. I just be around my family.
You know, you told me that you are an introvert, and you really are, right? Yeah.
I just socialize with my family. Like I'm real close with my family, and we do like Sunday, like we what is that thing? House of Dragons. So we get together and we like watch that and then talk about it after. Like we just find stuff to do. If it's nothing to watch on TV, then we just play like Scrabble and cards and stuff like that and have dinner.
Very good. Very good. Well, guess what? I learned in a training last week that just because people are introverts, don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
Don't.
There you go. There you go.
We're ready to go.
All right. Mr. Yancey, did you intentionally turn off your camera?
That was an accident.
It was an accident. All right. I'm just checking, making sure you're okay over there. All right. Very good. So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm glad that you are. So you're socializing according to your personality, what you like to do. And so and you're still working your program.
Correct.
All right, very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with?
No.
All right, I heard you slide in there. The only thing you have left to do is your community service. I heard you slide that in.
That is.
That's it?
That's
All right, have you started?
No.
Not yet? All right, so you and Mr. Griffin will work on that?
Correct.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Miss Anderson?
Ms. Anderson, Your Honor, is in phase 2 of a 3-phase program. She had a 24-month contract, so her graduation date will be coming up at the end of the year. Like she said, the last thing she needs to complete is the community service. She's testing. Tested are still negative. She has the interlock in her car. No violations with the interlock. So at this time, Ms. Anderson is in compliance with your order, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. What do you think about that interlock so far, Miss Anderson?
I still hate it, but I understand the
You hate
concept. I hate it. Like you have
Yeah,
to
it's
blow so hard in there, and then it's like hum harder, and you're like driving, so you're trying to like drive, and then you have to like the thing just randomly go off. So then now you have to blow in the thing, and then it beeps, and then you have to blow in there again. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's a real inconvenience, right?
Listen.
So think about folks who have lost their loved ones to drunk driving accidents, whether it's the person that was drinking and driving or the innocent person that was just driving along and never consumed alcohol. Think about it. That's a small price to pay, right?
Yes.
In the grand scheme of things, it's a small price to pay. The good news for you, Miss Anderson, it won't last forever. That's the good thing. It won't last forever. So, but it'll make you appreciate, right? When you have that regular driver's license.
Definitely. It's definitely a privilege.
Driving is a privilege, right? It's
It
a
is.
privilege to be able to drive. And so, yeah, so hang in there. I know it's a pain, but hang in there. All right. Mr. Griffin, what do you have next for Miss Anderson?
Your Honor, Ms. Anderson will be coming back for a face-to-face at 10:35 on September 19th, 2022.
All right, did you get that, Miss Anderson?
Yes, September 19th.
All right, very good, Mr. Reed. Mr. Fikens, anything for Miss Anderson?
Yes, thank you. Congratulations. Good report. You're working the program. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work and be safe. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. I like my time to myself also. Thank you.
All right.
And might I add, Your Honor, Ms. Bennett, you've been doing a great job throughout this program. You've gotten your license. That was great. That was a challenge to get all that stuff straightened out, but you did it and you did the hard work and you're in a good position. So you should be proud of yourself because we are.
Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Miss Anderson, I'm going to thank and excuse you on this morning. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week. Keep working hard. You're doing an exceptional job. Very proud of you. And you're almost there. Listen, we are technically in September, right? In what, a couple of days, Thursday? You are almost there. You're on the last stretch. So hang in there. We started off with a big stretch, right?
We did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And listen, you can see the finish line. You can see the finish line. And I hope that in seeing that finish line, that it has prepared you for life after court, that you've learned some things that will help you just in your everyday living. So I hope that's what has happened. Okay.
Yes, definitely. Okay.
All right. Take care. Be great.
You too.
All right. Thank you. All right. I am going to go to Mr. Russell with Miss Milton, because last time we had Miss Milton waiting like for 100 hours. And today I don't want to do that because I know she has work that she needs to do. And I'm so grateful that she joins us for our hearings. I do not see Mr. Russell on my docket. So can somebody help me with that?
Your Honor, it's Mr. Williams, Derek
Why
Williams.
am I saying Russell?
Because he
It's
had
Williams.
Russell up there
Okay,
at first. Yeah, Russell was up there at first.
Oh, that's why I'm all wrong. Okay, here I go. I'm ready now. I'm ready on Derek Williams, Z8082461. Mr. Williams, unmute and state your name, please.
Morning, Derek Williams.
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Williams?
I'm doing all right.
You doing all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. You are still there, so you are doing very well, right?
Yeah, 59 days.
You've been there 59 days, and you don't even look like the person you were when you first started with us. What's going on with you? What's changing?
Just I've been getting myself together. Just how I've been doing on the outside before I even came here. After I caught that OWI, I had to get my mind together. So
All right, you've been getting your mind. I'm sorry.
Just been focusing on myself.
All right, very good. And do you find that to be a good focus?
Who?
Do you find that you said you're focusing on yourself? Is that a good focus to have? I can't hear you.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. Very good. What's been challenging for you since the last time I've seen you?
Dealing with the food. Dealing with
the food. What's going on with the food?
I mean, it's not enough food that they feeding us. It's very like a low grade. And they're taking money off the bridge card. They having me pay for this. I'm not the only one. I'm not understanding why they
I'm having a hard time hearing him. 1 second. I don't know if we need to increase the volume or if you need to get closer to your microphone, but I'm having a hard time. It might just be me. I'm having a hard time hearing you. Tell me a little bit about this issue with the food. Go ahead.
Well, for instance, they're taking money off my bridge card, making me pay for the food, which they should supply that. I'm not understanding why they're doing that. They don't give us enough food. It'd be 15, 16 hours before we eat the next morning.
So you're not getting enough food. All right. So let me say this. First, I have to tell you that I know you're saying the food should be free, but what I can tell you is in programs, when you have the ability to cover food, it's not going to be free. They have expenses that they have to cover by virtue of the fact that you're there. And so with the food, and this is not just with this provider, it's with our other providers. That is how you give to the community, okay? So, but what I do want to address, and who has Mr. Williams' case? Is that you, Mr. Yancey?
Yeah, and I'm filling in for Ms. Cleveland.
All right, what I do want to follow up is to make sure you're getting enough and that maybe the intervals. Have you talked with someone about, I'm not getting enough food to eat?
They're not gonna listen.
No, my question is a little bit different. Hold on, Mr. Williams, my question is a little bit different. My question is, have you talked to someone about it?
Nope.
All right, so that's the first step we want to start with. We're going to work on our end with Ms. Cleveland to find out about the intervals, to make sure that we address your concerns that you've raised with us, okay? Because that's what we do. But I also want to give you a responsibility, a task to do. I want you to advocate for yourself in a respectful manner, right? I want you to advocate for yourself and ask, let them know what your concerns are. Listen, the food I'm getting, it's not enough. It's the intervals between meals are too long. And I'm contributing through my bridge card and I need more to eat. Can I count on you to do that for yourself?
They only feed us enough.
Okay, but listen to my question. I'm asking, can I get you to advocate for yourself?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, in a respectful manner. I'm asking, can you do it in a respectful manner?
Yes, I can.
All right, wonderful. I knew you could. I just wanted to get your buy-in on it. And so we'll do that. Mr. Yancey, make a note for Ms. Cleveland. She's obviously not here today. Make a note for Ms. Cleveland that I need her to circle back about the quality of food, the quantity of food that he's receiving, their policy on the bridge card usage, and the intervals between meals.
I'll do that. I'll do that, John.
So we're gonna work it on both ends, okay, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, yes, I got you. I didn't see anything stated in that paper that they supposed to take money though.
Okay, well, all I can tell you is you can't live nowhere free in America. People try to do it. It doesn't work out well. We all have a price to pay for the space that we occupy. And so if that price that you're paying is through the bridge card, then it's only right. It's fair. Okay. It's just the right thing to do. But I do want to know what their policy is. Okay. So I hear you. And we're going to work it on our end too. Okay. And give us a moment to get back to you. I don't know, will Miss Cleveland be back in later this week?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So give Miss Cleveland an opportunity when she comes in to get those questions answered for me. And then you know how to contact Miss Cleveland. Miss Cleveland knows how to contact you. You don't have to wait till your next court hearing to get you an answer, okay?
I've been trying. I contact Ms. Stevens over the weekend. Every time I do it, I don't get no answer. Sometimes I need to talk to her about what's going on in here.
All right, so on the week. Okay, well, on the weekends, you know, technically Miss Cleveland is off from work on the weekends.
Even on the weekdays.
Okay. Well,
we'll work it out.
Okay. All right, Mr. Yancey, will you step in today?
Yes.
If he's called. All right. I know we had a training day last week Mr. Yancey said he won't wait until Miss Cleveland comes back. He'll step in today, okay? How does that sound? Mr. Williams?
Excuse me?
Did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear you all the way.
Okay, I said Mr. Yancey has volunteered that he's not going to wait until Miss Cleveland get in. He's going to look at it today. And so that means we'll get a resolution to you sooner than later, okay?
All right.
All right, may not be what you want, but we're gonna look at the issue and get it resolved, okay?
All right, have you guys ever been in a treatment center? I don't think this
Yes.
is all the way a treatment center.
Okay, tell me about that. What do you think? Why do you think it's not a treatment center?
A whole bunch of mixed group of different people in it.
Yes.
We got addicts,
Okay.
you got the drug addicts, you got people, tethers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole mixed combination of people that walk in.
Yes.
They all got them combined. Like, I'm not understanding how that's supposed to work. When it's
Okay.
combined with people in different rooms, 6 people to a room, and it's a lot of confusion and a lot of stuff going on.
Okay, are you 6 people to a room?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And
They
so,
want to talk about COVID, but I'm not understanding that.
okay, so I know that there are protocols for COVID safety, Mr. Williams. Have you had COVID?
No.
Okay, all right. So there are protocols for COVID safety that all of our providers follow. We don't set their COVID protocol, but I can tell you, nobody wants COVID. The workers, the people that are there serving, and nobody wants that to be brought into their facility. So you can rest assured that there are COVID protocols in place with respect to individuals that are at facilities. And so when you talk about a treatment facility, Mr. Williams, you are going to talk about people from different walks of life. And you may not know their story. The only story that you will know is what you perceive based on what you see and maybe what they share with you. And none of it has to be the truth. Okay? And so I want you to focus in. You told me earlier that you are focusing in on you. And that's what I want you to focus in on. on you. Focus in on the services that you should be receiving. Focus in on the programming that you should be receiving. And then we want to look at how do we continue for you to progress? Because I think you said earlier, and I haven't heard from Mr. Yancey, that you've been there 59 days in treatment. And so we should be looking at what are the next steps. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
Yes, absolutely. And so we want to do that. What's next for you? And we want to make sure that what's next for you is going to be a stable environment. And you have to be a voice at that table to weigh in on what's next for you. And so, Mr. Yancey, yes, absolutely, you have to be. And so, Mr. Yancey, I don't know how much you're going to take on today, but I would like to know where he is, because when you say 59 days, I know his time is going to run out. It's getting ready to run out, based on state guidelines, at least. And so I'd like to know what's next for him and what the plan is for him. And Ms. Cleveland may have that information. She may have already spoken with the therapist or the counselor, but Ms. Cleveland isn't here today. But if we could get that information, I'd like for us to do that, because we don't have to wait till the next court date to do what's next. Okay?
I
Yes, Your
already
Honor.
have somewhere to go. I already have a stable environment.
Okay. Mr. Williams, I'm not going to sort that out today on YouTube. What happens is that's worked out with the therapist, the case manager, and you, and then they present it to me, okay? And then I'm going to either say, I have some more questions, what's your thoughts on it, or what have you, okay? All right, so that's how we're gonna do it. All right, very good. Any other concerns?
Is there any more concerns?
Yes.
No, not at the moment.
All right, so we'll make sure Mr. Yancey I still want to address the concerns he raised about the food, and then get the plan for next steps, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are the recommendations, I should say? And Ms. Cleveland may already have them in DCCMIS, so let's check here, so you don't have to recreate the will.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Williams, tell me something good that's happened to you since the last time I've seen you. What's been good?
I'm smiling.
You smiling? That's good.
It ain't. Be honest. I just keep my mind from being in here. That's what's good to me. That's what's keeping me good.
Okay, but at the same time, I need you to still get everything that you need while you're there to equip you to be able to function independently, okay?
Everything they talk about, if it don't apply, let it fly. But everything they talk about, I take it. But mostly everything is not dealing with it. But what does deal with me that I go think about that they say, I write it down.
All right, very good. That's a wonderful thing to do, things that are applicable, but keeping an open mind. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, you have your marching orders as to Mr. Williams. Is there anything you want to add?
I don't believe so. I wasn't privy that he was there 59 days. I believe he was there. And I don't know if he left and came back, but as far as the things that we need to address, we'll work on that today, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Is Miss Milton still with us?
No, but I did leave for 3 to 4 days. I can admit that. I was taking responsibility for that.
Okay, we're gonna look at it, Mr. Williams. Did Miss Milton, she stepped out? Do you know if she's coming back?
She'll be back.
She'll be back? Okay, I wanted to just hear from her this morning. All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, was there anything you wanted to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Williams, thank you for raising the issues of food and accommodation. We will be looking into that. We can't resolve these matters right now, but I thank you for raising the issues and working the program. We understand there's no place like home, and we all want to be home, and you will be home, uh, just not today. But and if you have issues, bring them to our attention because we will look into them. We're here to help you, not hurt you. Thank you, Mr. Williams. We'll look into it. Thank you.
Sonny, like, I do get attitude from a couple staff members, but it's okay, it's cool because I just look the other way. That's what I have. They have
Thank you, sir.
respect as well.
And I'll add, Your Honor, if I might, Mr. Williams, that's a good attitude and a good approach that you just mentioned. And that's something that's very positive for you, to recognize where you are, to understand about communication. And I think those are all good traits. So keep up the good work, sir.
All
Yeah,
right.
I didn't just grew from the attitude I had before. You staying positive.
That's good.
I just gotta have to be assertive. Even if somebody is wrong, we're in the wrong, we're in the right. However they say it to me, at the end of the day, it's always a reaction for action. And I have to make sure mine is good, no matter what.
Good attitude, good approach. Thank you, Your Honor.
Did I see Miss Milton join us again?
Walk back in, she just left out.
She stepped out again? Okay, next time I want to catch her. All right, very good. Hopefully she'll come right back. Mr. Yancey, what's next? Is Miss Milton coming in the room?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Williams? I know you're going to do some things today, but what would be his next court date?
Your Honor, his next court date would be September 12th at 8:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Williams? Did you get it, Mr. Williams?
Yes, 8:35, September 12th.
Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Yancey, there should be contact information for Miss Milton. I'm not gonna wait for her. You can circle back to her today because she'll probably be the person that's the initial point of contact for resolving some of these issues and getting the information that the court's asking for. So Mr. Williams, I'm not gonna keep you today. I want you to go and try to make it a great day and the rest of the week, and you'll hear from us, okay?
I also have another concern. I have to pay for something that I can't do in here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I also have one more concern. I have to pay for something that I went through, but I'm in here and I can't do it here. But that's
Okay.
Another month away.
All right, I want you to have some conversation with Mr. Yancey about that, because if you need to pay something, you can get it paid. Okay, let's be optimistic a little bit. All right, so have some conversation with Mr. Yancey, all right?
Right.
Give him a chance to finish court on this morning, okay? He still has a couple of people left. All right?
Right.
Yes? All right, thank you, Mr. Williams. Have a good day. Thank you. All right, let's go. Mr. Rice, I was getting ready to call your case, but see, you trying to. Come on, Mr. Rice, let me call your case. Come on, let's do it.
Good morning.
Mr. Rice, you've been around me too long. You've been around me too long, Mr. Rice.
Yes,
And
I
Miss
have.
Wilson, I know what you over there doing too. Y'all been around me way too long. Y'all doing the same thing Miss Mac doing in here. All right, let's do it. Mr. Rice, you look so nice. Where you going this morning?
To your courtroom to see you.
There you go. Listen, somebody said, what Mr. Rice doing on today? He not on the docket. And I said, is he dressed up or not? He dressed up. Oh, okay, well, that's Mr. Rice. Mr. Rice gonna make sure he put on his best when he comes to court. You look nice, Mr. Rice.
Thank
You
you.
look
Thank
nice.
you very much. Thank you.
All right. I have you on my docket. We must have updated the docket. So I have you on my docket. I have Z8066581. Mr. Rice, state your full name for me.
Mario Rice.
All right. Mr. Rice, you don't even look like the Mario Rice that came into this program. What are you over there doing, Mr. Rice?
My due diligence.
All right. What does that mean? You doing your due diligence? What you doing?
Everything that that they ask of me, still doing my program. I'm still going to church. I do my outpatient here, and I'm just focusing on, getting everything to a better and higher level.
Yes, sir. Now, you are still doing heat, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting ready to.
How's that going?
It's going good. I'm trying to get ready to present this program, this project to the heat board. So we're working on that. So I'm just focused on mainly getting everything situated with that. Other than that, everything is basically going fine. Just taking one step at a time, keeping it going day by day.
There you go, Mr. Rice. There you go. I love it. Love your attitude. You've been in contact with your family, your mom, your son?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do they see a difference in you?
Very much so.
How do you know? Do they tell you?
Every time they see me.
They do. Can you share something that they've noticed that's different about you?
Attitude. The way I carry myself more better. My speaking pattern, more addressing of things that I do see and things that I don't do no more. So, I try to stay focused on that and address it as I go. And basically just staying humble.
Okay. Okay, you're not getting out to socialize at all?
Yeah, here and there. I just basically go home for, stay home, eat. Like the young lady say, stay with the family. My daughter, like I said, my daughter recently came home from Arizona. So I'm basically getting more in her life because she was gone for a few years. So I'm just trying to rekindle that. And other than that, just staying focused and being in my grandkids' life. That's the main thing, focusing on them a lot.
Listen, that's awesome that your daughter is here from Arizona.
Yes.
Absolutely. And listen, Mr. Yancey, if there's anything that we can do to help to bring the family together, we certainly want to do that.
Yes, Shannon.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Very good. So have some conversation with Mr. Yancey because you said she's been away for a while. All right. Are you having any issues or any concerns that you need to raise with us?
No, ma'am. Everything is fine here. I have no issues, no problem. I'm getting love, support, everything I need, everything I did need and asking for is there. So I have no complaints, nothing, no problems, no nothing.
I love it. I love it. Very good. And you know that if you have concerns or issues, you can bring them to us, whether you do it on YouTube or you do it with your case manager or in a breakout room or what have you. The attorneys, we have several people here, and we will come together as a team to resolve the issue. You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Tell me something good that's happened since the last time I've seen you.
Well, I didn't get my surgery, but they switched the date to the 22nd of September. But other than that, just staying focused on getting more spiritual. Because everything is going good. Just keep going to church. That's my main thing, getting spiritual. It's been uplifting. I'm learning more about, more in the Bible. So that's what's been really good and been happening for me.
All right. I love it. I love it. Wonderful. That's wonderful. All right. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Rice?
Yeah, it seems Mr. Rice is really doing well. Still at Lake Ridge. I'm not sure if he's close to graduating the heat program, but he's still in heat, still an outpatient. It's great that he's stating that he's getting everything that he's needed. So that's really excellent. He's in compliance over there with everything. So it seems like he's doing pretty good. He's doing very well actually. Um, and we'll have some thoughts of potential graduation before the end of the year. And he answered a question I had about a date that he said was the 22nd. So
Yes, sir.
I'll have some better discussions with him about that before that date arrives. But other than that, he's
All
doing
right.
great.
Wonderful. All right. What would be his next date, Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, his next date would be September 19th for a face-to-face at 10:35.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Rice?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, team members, anything you want to say as to Mr. Rice?
Yes, Judge, thank you. It's always good to see you, Mr. Rice. You're dressed so nicely. I want that tie, if I can get my hands on it. But you're such a positive person. You said some things. You're getting love and support from your family. That's great. Keep up the good work, Mr. Rice. We're proud of you, and be proud of yourself, sir. Always good to see you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And if I might add, Your Honor, first, it is always good to see you, Mr. Rice, as Mr. Reed says. But you certainly have come a long way, and we are so proud of you because of the decisions you've made, the hard work you put into this, and the accomplishments that you personally have made. It's so great to see. And yes, I'm going to go out and go shopping, try to get Mr. Reed and myself a better tie.
Yes, there you go.
Y'all know
Yeah,
Christmas coming up.
there you go, right around the corner. Wow, it is. All right, Mr. Yancey, what phase is Mr. Rice in?
Yeah, he's in phase 3.
All right, very good. I just wanted to make sure I had it right.
Yes.
All right, very good. Mr. Rice, it's good to see you. I'm so
You as
proud of you
well.
hanging there. I'm excited about the heat projects that you all are doing. I'm not gonna tell you why I'm excited, but I am excited.
I'm coming with my A game.
Come on, come with your A game. All right, sir.
I have to. Just want to
All
say
right.
too, want to say one thing before we just tell everybody, don't cheat yourself for a good life on the other side. It's very good on this side. It feels good. It's wonderful.
What, sir? I love it. Don't cheat yourself. Don't do it because there's a good life on the other side.
It is very
And you're
good.
living it, Mr. Rice. You're living
Yes,
it.
I am.
And you know we didn't start off there. So
Right.
for you to
Yeah.
say that, it carries weight. Absolutely. All right. Enjoy your week, sir. We're here if you need us, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right. I have one more case I need to do, and then I'm going to call my traffic docket. I'm going to go to Venetia Bell. Miss Bell, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm good, Your Honor, and yourself?
I am doing very well, thank you. I have the following matter for you, Miss Bell. I have case number 21001153. State your full name for me.
Venetia John Bell.
All right, Miss Bell. So you are still at Lake Ridge, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and we had an assignment that needed to be done about your living situation, and I asked you to give some thought to that because that seems to be a big issue when you are released and then we end up back in treatment. What are your thoughts on that, on your living situation?
Well, they seem to be going pretty well now since the home is being renovated. We had some problems with it. There was a fire, but we came out a little bit unscathed. You know, we had some damages, but mostly everything has been trying to keep the home together. So there have been no issues between me and my sobriety.
Okay, so you're talking about your home. I guess I'm not sure what home you're talking about.
Yeah, my home.
Okay, so that's dealing with the structural piece of it. I'm glad to hear that it's being renovated. What's going on with the people that's living there? What kind of renovation has taken place with the people that's living there? Because that seems to be a problem.
Well, it's so far it's been good. There have been no problems, no drinking, and that was good for me.
And how do you know there's been no drinking?
Well, that's what I thought. My family goes by there periodically so that they could help me with the things that I needed to get, to bring to Lake Ridge, as well as when I had to be there for the Red Cross, I've seen a big change.
Okay. All right. And Miss Bell, how are you doing? Tell me how you're doing.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, John. Other than my sinuses being jacked up every time it rains, everything with me is pretty good.
Yes, everything is good. You're feeling good?
Oh, I've been feeling great.
Yeah, you look like you're feeling great. Your thoughts have been clear?
Oh, yes, Yana. I've even been doing my mental and substance at Central City. I plan on continuing an outpatient here at Lake Ridge because I find that I like this little program.
Okay, and you're sober, is that correct?
That is correct.
No use. And so I'm asking those questions, Ms. Bell, because all of the answers to those questions would have been the opposite a few weeks ago, at least 30 days ago. Would have been the opposite. You didn't look good. You were not clean. You came in here hacking and coughing and spitting everywhere. And your thoughts were not clear. And so I want you to see the difference in how you feel, how you look, your health, and your thoughts from when I'm using versus when I'm not using. Have you spent some time thinking about that?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have.
Yeah, your life is totally different when you're not using, right?
Yes, it is.
You look totally different when you're not using, right?
Yes.
And I know that you have a diagnosed illness, but you don't deal with the consequences or the effects of that illness when you're not using. You don't deal with it like you do when you use it.
I guess you could say that. Sometimes
I could.
It all depends on. It's like a lot of times the weather can affect my diagnosis. If I get too warm.
But when the weather is good and you using, you are very sickly, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, Ms. Bell, I hope that you have enjoyed the space that you're in so much so that as you progress to independent living, that you will remember that, wait a minute, when I'm not using, I feel better, I look better, I think better, I act better. And these are the things that have helped me to not use. Name some things that have helped you to not use. What's helped you?
Speaking to others, thinking about when I was using, what I missed out on, and my health, definitely. Those are pretty much the main things.
What about the counseling and therapy? Are you considering that, talking to others?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Mm-hmm. What about being around other people who are sober? Has that helped you to stay sober?
To a degree, yes.
Yes, to a degree. And so those are the things that are still available to you, whether you're at Lake Ridge or not. Did you know that?
Oh, yes.
So your counseling is still available?
Yes.
Recovery coach is still available? Yes. Being around people who are sober is still available to you.
Yes.
even when you're not in Lake Ridge. Because guess what, Miss Bell? You get to choose the people that you associate with.
That's true.
How about that?
That is very true.
Yeah, I get to line all of the people that I meet throughout the course of a day, and I get to say, yes, you're somebody that I want to associate with, or I get to say, no, not you.
Right.
And keep it moving.
All right.
And so I just want to point that out to you because you're not going to be at Lake Ridge forever. But Ms. Bell, I really need you when you go back to independent living to really exercise and utilize the tools and resources that we have aligned you with. Because listen, your life depends on it at this point, Ms. Bell. Did you hear that?
I did.
I don't know how many times you think or believe that you're going to be able to use and trigger your medical condition and still be alive. I don't know how many times you believe you're going to be able to do that. I don't believe you're going to be able to do it that many more times.
I don't believe I can do it at all. So that's not even in my frame anymore.
All right. I want you to know we're here to help you. We want you to succeed. We're here to help you. And so I'm going to hear from you, Mr. Griffin.
Your Honor, I did have the opportunity to go by the house. And I met her significant other. Looked through the house. The house looked like, cause I didn't no alcohol or anything was on the table.
Wait a minute. Someone has something rubbing. Make sure.
Probably was Miss Bell. Yeah.
All right. I just muted you, Miss Bell. I'll unmute you when you ask you to unmute when I need you to speak. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, and I talked to Miss Smith. So at this point, they feel that Miss Bell is ready to go home. She will continue aftercare. She is receiving services at Central City for mental health and counseling, and then she will also be doing groups and stuff with at Lakewood. So I talked to Miss Bell. I think I talked to her yesterday, and I told her, this right here, everything is dependent on it. It's all about her now. She's been given the tools and everything that she can go about. Like I said, this is her third time being in treatment since she's been in our program. So she has been given the tools, and that's what Ms. Smith told me, that it's up to Ms. Bell to want to stay sober at this time. So I'll resume her testing, Your Honor, to 3 times per week. And then let's just see, it's up to Ms. Bell. So I'll be monitoring her very close, Your Honor, and if there's any problems, I'll make sure I report back to you. But at this time, and she's saying the right things, but it's all about what she's going to do once she's on leave. So, the ball is in her court.
All right. And so, Mr. Griffith, she's going to do her outpatient treatment at Lake Ridge and her other treatment at Central City.
Yeah, she already has services at Central City, mental health treatment and stuff that she had been working on. So I want her to continue with the mental health treatment. We had thought about switching it because she was at Detroit Recovery Project, but she's been aligned with Central City. So I know you want to have everything in one place, so she won't have to bounce around or whatever. So Central City, and then just the groups and stuff at Lake Ridge. Continue to contact with Ms. Smith.
Yes, but is she going to get any SUD treatment? Would that be the groups at Lake Ridge?
Yeah, and I touch bases with Ms. Smith because I want her to still be involved in a treatment, and I'll make sure I get in contact with Central City just to see. I know it's the mental health services, but to see if they're doing any fires with the fires with sobriety.
Substance use, yes.
Yeah,
I need that because we cannot ignore one. I think they coexist, and so we want to make sure she's getting both. And I really need that before she leaves. I need that confirmation that she's going to get SUD as well as mental health.
Okay,
Ms. Bell, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Griffin. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Ms. Bell. You're on mute.
I'm gonna ask you to unmute for me.
Okay, yes, I do have a substance abuse therapist at Central City as well. I've been doing both.
Okay, I'll
Okay,
confirm that
Mr.
today.
Griffin, I will need you to get that information, get the releases signed. I need to know what's the treatment plan for Miss Bell.
Okay,
I need a treatment plan. Where do we go from here? I don't want to just throw her back out there. I want a treatment plan. What are they recommending?
okay.
Okay, and so let's get that done. And when is her scheduled release date from Lake Ridge?
It's supposed to be today, Your Honor. That's why I went by there
Okay, so
last
can
week
you
to
get that
verify.
information
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, when I get
Can
off
you at
the,
least verify that they're going to do SUD and mental health through Central City on today?
yeah, I'll do that as soon as we get off, Your Honor.
Yeah, you might not be able to get the treatment plan, but at least get verification, and that will be sufficient for me. And I
Okay.
won't have a problem with her being released today.
Okay, and I'll circle back around to you after we get finished.
Okay, very good. All right, Miss Bell, I want to see you next week.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to see how you're doing.
No problem.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything else to Miss Bell?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Bell, you're working the program while you're at Lake Ridge. I understand you're going home today. My concerns are that you're not going into an environment where people are drinking or using drugs, because that's not good for you. I don't think you're strong enough to be around people who are drinking and using drugs. So be safe, Miss Bell. Keep in touch with Mr. Griffin. We don't want to hurt you. We want to help you. If you have any concerns, talk to Mr. Griffin, talk to your therapist, but be safe and work the program. And I've had sinus problems all my life. I know what sinus problems are about. They're not good. I take my medication. You take your medication. Thank you, Ms. Bell.
Thank you, Attorney Reed.
Yeah. And Mr. Reed, if you stop eating all that meat, your sinuses will get better. I'm just throwing that out for public consumption. All right, Mr. Fikens.
It's too late for me, Judge. It's too late for me, Judge.
Miss Bell, I can barely top that. I can't even come close. But you made great progress, ma'am. You look good. It's so refreshing to see how you're on this path. Keep up on that path, because you have the determination and you have the fortitude to do it. I know you do.
Thank you.
So keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
I will.
All right.
Thank you, Attorney Fikens.
Wonderful. All right, Miss Bell, we are all rooting for you. I want to see you next week. I want to touch base, see how you're doing. Mr. Griffin, it's clear that she's testing 3 times per week, random.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. I did write that down from what you told me. And so, Mr. Griffin, what day can I see her next week?
I'll bring her back on next Thursday, September the 8th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Very good. All right, Miss Bell, did you get that date?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Do well. I'll see you next week. We're here if you need us, Miss Bell, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I need to call just a couple of matters at this time. I'm ready on Marwan Abuna, SP 128-85501. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning. This is Attorney Suzanne Gaba on behalf of Mr. Marwan Abuna. I am waiving his appearance for today.
Thank you. Today is the date scheduled for a formal hearing. Has the officer signed in? Any officer calling once, calling twice? No officer, counsel? I will entertain your motion at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. Since the officer has not appeared, move to dismiss.
Thank you, counsel. And I am dismissing the matter. Looks like there are 2 matters that should have been scheduled. There's a count 1 and count 2. For safety's sake, just to make sure no issues, I'm dismissing both without prejudice. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
All right, very good. I am ready on Brandon Abro, 227-066-171. Is there anyone here on Abro?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Gregory Sheena, P74815, on behalf of the respondent. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a formal. It is my understanding there is no officer present. We would like to make a motion to dismiss.
All right, thank you. Is there any officer present for Mr. Abro's matter? Scheduled at 8:30. It's 9:30. All right, hearing none, Ms. Mack, no one has checked in. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You do the same. I have for Mohammed Al Fadil, SX 406-37081.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Christopher Jarbo, P59507, appearing on behalf of Mr. Fadil, also motioning to have this matter dismissed this morning.
Thank you, counsel. Did any officer show up? Ms. Mack? Let me get his file. Any officer, calling once, calling twice. All right, then counsel, I am granting your motion for dismissal. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you for your patience, counsel.
You as well. Good to see you, Your Honor.
All right. I am ready on Adnan Al-Sadai, SP 135-8310, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nice to see you again.
Good morning, Attorney Gazdecki.
Is the officer present?
It's my understanding the officer has checked in.
Okay, then I need to speak with the prosecutor.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal, he was on. You didn't speak to him when he was on?
No, Your Honor. I was enjoying your specialty court.
All right. Let's let Mr. Rosenthal know. Officer, good morning to you. I think I saw the officer. He was on. He was. Okay. Good morning to you, officer. Place your appearance on the record for me, officer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
State your name and badge number.
Officer Ireton Thomas, 2518.
All right, thank you. The attorney needs to speak with the prosecuting attorney, so I'll need you to hang around because Mr. Rosenthal may want to speak with you as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Mack is making that happen, counsel. When he does come on, we'll make sure we get you in a breakout room, okay?
Thank you.
All right, great, thank you. All right, I have for Ahmed Alaudi, case number SP 131-70371.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dan Calabet appearing on behalf of Ahmed Alawi. The officer is present. I was in a breakout room with the prosecutor. He offered impeding traffic if it's okay with the officer.
All right, where's the officer?
Good morning.
Counsel, good morning, where's the officer?
That is Officer McCombs.
I need you to turn your camera on, sir. I have to capture your image.
Just a second.
Sure.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. State your name and your badge number for the record.
Officer McCombs, badge number 4083, Detroit Police Department, 5th Precinct.
All right, very good. And so, counsel, the offer from the people is that in exchange for a plea of responsible to speeding 6 to 10 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, that the matter be amended to blockading traffic. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And I do have authority to
All
act on
right.
my client. Yes, Your Honor.
And you have the authority to act on your client's behalf. So therefore, I am entering a plea of responsible. I am amending that charge to blockading traffic. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. When can your client get that paid, counsel?
Can you allow 2 weeks to pay, Your Honor?
Absolutely. I will adjourn this to pay. What's 2 weeks out? I'm sorry.
September 12th.
I'll adjourn it to pay September 12th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as your client gets it paid before that time, they do not have to appear. If they do not, then the original charge will be reinstated. Okay?
Appreciate that. Thank
All
you very
right.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, officer. Be safe.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Honor and thank you, officer. Take care.
Bye-bye. Thank you,
Bye.
counsel, for your patience.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I'll give this to you. There's Mr. Rosenthal. Let's put him in the breakout room with Mr. Attorney Gazdecki.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then we do have other cases as well that should be ready to call from retained counsel, but I'm going to go in there right now, Your Honor. And good morning. Happy Monday.
Yes, happy Monday. I've called everything.
I'm sure
Yes,
you did.
Happy Monday. I have called everything. There is one matter that's scheduled for a review about
Yes, ma'am.
Dolsky. Ms. Matt, can you look that one up for me? I need to know what that's about.
But we should be.
That name doesn't. It's a new case?
Yes.
Okay, can you call and find out who has that?
But we're looking
All right,
okay
very
for
good.
now. We're looking okay for now, Your Honor, outside of the one attorney.
Let me make sure before I open. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Happy Monday.
Yes, sir. Happy Monday.
Good to see you guys.
There is a Daisha Adams on. Should Miss Adams be? She's on for sentencing today.
Yes, Judge, it appears that the matter was referred to Ms. Brimage, so she should be contacted. And if we are doing a sentencing today, if a pre-sentence report has been done, if we could forward it on to the attorneys.
All right, reach out to Ms. Brimage to ask her if she has a pre-sentencing report for Daisha Adams. Thank you, Ms. Adams, for your patience. We'll get to you. It's not scheduled till 9:45, so Ms. Brimage has a few more minutes. All right, let's go to Andre Jones. I'm ready on Andre Jones, case number 213-0190. Mr. Jones, unmute and state your full name for me, please.
Andre Jones.
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Jones?
I'm doing great at work, in class for the first day, all that, doing it all.
You're doing it all today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I love your drive, sir. I love it. All right, and you're working your program, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, that's awesome. Are you having any issues or any concerns about the program so far?
So far, things are good. The only issue I had was last week and this week right now, my finances been low due to starting school and rent, hitting you at the first of the month. So
I can get you some free testing. I can I've talked to my supervisor already, so I'm gonna contact Jams and get you a couple of more weeks of testing. So you'll be good.
I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. So yeah, that was the only challenge I have. My I'm still working and waiting on my transportation. I have outpatient therapy every Tuesday now, and traveling with Uber, that's a little expensive. I probably have to schedule for this week, but after that, I'll be okay.
All right. Would bus passes help you?
At this time, it wouldn't, due to that my outpatient therapy is at 5. Right now, I get off work in Livonia at between 3:30 and 4. So with the way things are set up, it's like real close. So I'm doing what I can, but I know like after this little hectic week with bills and school, I'll be able to continue until I get my transportation and everything handled on that. But that's the only issue as of now.
All right. And the reason I asked about that, and I applaud you for making it happen, but I do need you to be in counseling, okay? Your therapy is key to your success. We can't do the program without it.
Definitely. That was just thrown out there. I probably will try to make it if I can talk to my the therapist at the Detroit Recovery. I probably could work something out, even if I'm like 30 minutes late. It's just the timing. That's all.
Okay. All right. Very good. I appreciate you working it out, making it happen. Yes. Very good. All right. So what's been the most challenging? It sounds like transportation, money, because you've got so much on your plate. You're doing a lot of good things. And that's been the biggest challenge so far.
Yeah, that's the only challenge right now. Communicating with Mr. Griffin. Like I know, soon we'll be working on getting my restricted license. And once that happens, I'm out of here. I'm definitely be able to make it to every destination I'm given. So I'm just, working smoothly through that. And yeah, like I said, today is a good day for me starting school. And like I said, I had a birthday on the 24th, and it's been cool.
Happy birthday to you, sir. Happy birthday. Wonderful. What did you do for your birthday?
I just had a couple off days, which was enough. Outside of that, I did go downtown. I went to M&M's restaurant. Mom's spaghetti was pretty good. It wasn't my mom's spaghetti, but it was all good.
All right. You said it wasn't my mama's spaghetti, but it was pretty good. Somebody's mama's spaghetti was pretty good. All right. Very good. Very good. And you did everything that you were supposed to do to stay within the terms and conditions of the program, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you have asked of Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones is doing well, like he stated, he has a lot going on, work, school, working the program. So he gets it done. I mean, he rides his bike. I mean, no excuses, he get to the places where he need to. We started working on the restricted license. He is in at Detroit Recovery Project. He's testing, no problems with testing. So he's in compliance. He's just been with us a little at 50 days now. So probably in a couple of weeks, he'll be looking to promote once he's very stable. But other than that, he's working hard. He's in compliance with your orders, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Good report, Mr. Jones. Don't get overwhelmed. You're new to the program. Ask questions. Ask for help. I remember when you came in, you said your goal was to get a PhD within 5 years, and you're working that. You're working that. Congratulations on keeping up the education. Education is so important. We're proud of you. Be safe, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
And if I might add, Your Honor, yes, sir. We know that's a great goal to have. You're doing it. You're making the right decisions. Like we can tell that you're making the right choices, and it's refreshing. And we're very proud of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Jones, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I do not.
No. All right, very good. I still haven't made up my mind about keto yet. I've been doing some research.
Oh yeah,
I thought I was disciplined, Mr. Jones, but I don't know. That might take me to a whole new level.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
Listen, I thought I'm sort of kind of almost there, but okay. I'll let you know though. I'm still reading. That's a good thing. I'm still reading. I'm still researching. I'm still looking at testimonials. And so, but once I make my mind up to do it, I'm going to do it. I did it for meat. I did it for the dairy, the sugar. Well, I do cheat on Sundays. I cheat and have a piece of cake, cookie.
That's sugar. Woo.
Yeah. So I know once I make up my mind, I'm just not there yet. And I did learn that they have keto desserts. Now that may be the thing that takes me over, that I can go and have a keto dessert and still be okay. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know. All right. All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Jones? He's doing well. He's in phase 1. He's progressing. So what's his next court date?
Your Honor, that'll be September the 12th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. And I'll talk to you a little later, Mr. Jones.
Okay, cool.
All right. We are all set, Mr. Jones. Enjoy the rest of your day. Continue to work hard, sir. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day too.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. I'm going to call Attorney Gazdecki's case, and then I need dates for specialty court. Mr. Fikens?
Your Honor, I did receive the PSI, and I was wondering if I could be placed in a breakout room with Miss Daisha Adams.
Yes, please. Miss Adams, you're going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation.
Thank you, Judge.
Can I
have
get a
the
copy
petition.
of the DSI?
Yes, I have it in the file.
All right, wonderful. I want to read it before I do sentencing. Let me do Mr. Gasdecky and then I'll look at it. Thank you. All right, I'm recalling. I'm ready, Attorney Gasdecky. I have, where did I go? Here we go. SP 135-8310, counts 1, 2, and 3 for Adnan Al-Sadai. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marquez Decky, P46289, on behalf of the defendant, for his permission, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then officer, again, your name and badge number.
Officer Ireton Thomas, 2518.
Thank you. All right, counsel, what's going to happen today?
Yes, Your Honor. We plead to the first charge. The other two charges on the ticket will be dismissed. So the first charge would be for failure to do child restraint.
Okay, and your client is accepting responsibility as,
Yes, Your Honor.
as charged?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so I'm accepting that plea on behalf of your client of responsible. Miss Matt, can you give me the fine amount? Okay, the fine is $65, counsel. How quickly can your client get that paid?
Can we have 2 weeks?
You can, but he won't get his dismissals for 2 weeks. I don't dismiss until matters are paid in full.
That's fine. He might get there sooner.
Okay, if he gets
You
here
know,
sooner,
wonderful
that's
thing about the
great.
kiosk system and stuff, you can go there anytime you want to.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't do it
Encourage
at
him
2
to
in the
get it
morning,
paid
but.
sooner. Oh, no, I wouldn't either. All right, Ms. Matt, what's our 2-week date?
That would be the 12th, Judge.
All right, so I'm gonna review this, set it for review, September 12th, 2022. That will be at 10:30 a.m. As long as your client gets it paid, does not have to come in or appear on Zoom. The matters, the remaining 2 matters will be dismissed, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
And
Thank you,
try-
officer, thank both of you.
And try sorbet for dessert. There's no calories.
I know, it's just I eat too much of it.
I love it.
I
Have a
will.
great
Thank
one.
you, sir. All
Have
right,
a
be
wonderful
safe,
day.
officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Be safe, officer. All right, let's call the remainder. I have one person that's missing. 2 people. Specialty court, Mr. Yancey or Mr. Griffin, are you still on? Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, you ready for the remainder of the cases
Yeah.
for specialty court? I have 2 at 8:35. Did anybody find out who Mr. Gardowski is, or Miss Gardowski?
She is Miss Taylor's case. I tried to reach out to Miss Taylor, but I didn't get a response.
All right, she was scheduled for a review today. She has not appeared.
She is supposed to be a new intake.
And Miss Taylor's not here? Or should that have been on Wednesday?
Yeah, it got rescheduled
To Monday?
because she didn't show up or something. So she got something wrong today.
Okay, we need to talk, we're gonna talk about changes on my docket. All right, because now Miss Taylor's not on. Is she here today? Does anyone know if Miss Taylor is here?
I have no idea.
Okay. Reach out to is Mr. Morgan here?
Yes.
Reach out to Mr. Morgan, please. I'll pass on this. All right, I also have Meshach Williams, case number 21003-103. Where's Mr. Williams this morning?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. That's Miss Cleveland's case. I did try to reach out to him. I did notice from the case notes that the last time that he had a court hearing, he came on relatively late. So I don't know if it's a job issue. I don't know if he needs reminders. I was trying to reach out to him, but I'm not sure. If you could give me 5 minutes, I'll see if I can catch up with him again.
All right, and if not, we're gonna prepare a warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Because last time we called and babysat and all those things, we can't continue to do that.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going. I have some 10 o'clock, that's, I'll wait for that. But I want to go to the 10:35 for specialty court. I have at 10:35, I have Brandon Gilkey, case number 200568431.
That's my case, Your Honor. Mr. Gilkey is doing fine, no problem. He'll be coming back for a Zoom hearing on September the 19th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, so his face-to-face should be a week before his court date.
Okay, so.
Did we not do that?
Well, we just monitoring him on the, he had completed all the conditions and walked into graduation, and we were just monitoring him on the
That's
interlock.
right.
The
Then
interlock
you're
device.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. September 19th it is. Thank you. All right, let's go to Michael Lamar, strike that, Z8067021. For Mr. Lamar.
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Lamar. Mr. Lamar's on his other case, Your Honor, he got another court date that he got to appear in person October the 4th. The offer that they got on the table for him right now is 2 to 5 years in prison. So I talked to his attorney, Mr. Toussaint, the other day. He wanted me to give him a progress report. So I'm gonna get that prepared for him, but he's looking at some really serious charges in that case. So I have some conversation with him and his attorney last week. But other than that, he's been doing the things he need to do in our program, Your Honor. So I will have him come back. I'll bring him back September the 8th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Encourage him to hang in there, Mr. Griffin.
Yep, I have. Yep,
Encourage
so,
him.
yep.
Yep. Let him know it's not over. He can still make the best of this, okay?
Yep.
All right. Thank you. I have for Crystal Lane, Z8060021.
Your Honor, I believe Ms. Cleveland did a face-to-face with Ms. Lane. So I believe she's in compliance still. I don't think there's too much she has left remaining to do. So we want to have Ms. Lane come back sometime next week, and because of a holiday, we probably want to have her come back September 8th at 8:35.
All right. Very good. I have for Michael Rhodes, 200-619-3401.
Your Honor, that's my case. Mr. Rose is doing fine. I think he got another case on there also, Your Honor. It's an S case, SP.
Oh, yes, it is. Thank you. SP 111-50292.
So he's doing well. He's in phase 3 of the 5-phase program, Your Honor. I'm gonna bring him back to see you on September the 8th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. And then I have for Brandon Smith, 200-559-5001.
Yes, Your Honor, I was scheduled to do a face-to-face with him. I have called him several times. I think his phone is disconnected. The only thing I will say is that he's also on the docket for Friday. So I'm not sure if it was today or Friday, but I haven't been able to contact with him.
Let's keep him on for Friday.
Okay.
That's why I'm gonna have a conversation about my docket, because folks giving dates and, yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. All right, let's do it. We're gonna keep him on for Friday. I'm not going to issue a warrant. Continue to try to get in touch with him, make sure he's okay.
Yes.
Okay, if we could.
Yes.
But we'll keep him on for Friday, September 2nd at 8:35 a.m.
Yes.
All right, very good. Did I miss anything for specialty court? No?
No.
All right, wonderful. Thank you all. I am here in the building. So if you have anything for me to sign, please bring it to me to physically sign. Okay? All right, wonderful. Enjoy your day. Oh, and who did I need? I needed feedback on Meshach Williams and Cassandra Gardolski.
I spoke to Mr. Morgan about Miss Cassandra, and he said he's gonna issue a warrant. She's supposed to be in the intake.
All right, so Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, case number 1505742-101 for Cassandra Gardolski, charged with possession of an analog. She was being referred to, had been sentenced to by another judge to mental health court. She has failed to appear on today. She was aware that she had to appear last week. She did not appear. And so we gave her an opportunity to come today. She was scheduled to be here at 8:35. She has failed to appear at 9:58. A capias will issue. I need to get that from him. The bond will be set at $10,000, cash or surety. And hopefully we will get Ms. Gardolski and get her the help that she needs.
Yes, Judge, no objections.
All right, thank you. All right, I am ready now, counsel. If you could call and check in with my clerk on your matter, that number is 313-965-2280. 313-965-2280. The number's in the chat. I'm gonna just take a quick break. Thank you so much.
Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir. Mr. Reed?
mute yourself. I'm gonna give you a phone call.
Very good. Miss Wilson, if you are on, could you put myself and, oh, she's no longer on, LaRonda Anderson, but I think she left. So.
She's back, Mr. Fikens.
Yes. So Miss Wilson, could you place me and Miss Anderson in a breakout room?
She went to one fight. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
Mr. Pike.
It's okay, Miss Wilson. Thank you very much.
Mr. Fikens?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if Attorney Rosenthal knows that he has a 11 o'clock trial?
I'll text him, let him know.
I called, but he did. Hold on. Let me. He's calling me back. Mr. Fikens?
Yes, sir.
I talked to Attorney Rosenthal. He knows that there's a retained in the courtroom, so he'll be down.
Great. Thank you, sir.
All right, court is back in session. I am ready on the 9:45 a.m. matter for Daisha Adams. Miss Adams, are you on?
There she is.
All right. Good morning, Miss Adams. Are the parties ready to proceed on Adams?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I have case number Z8082801. Miss Adams, state your full name.
Daisha Adams.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Good morning to you. All right.
Good morning.
Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding? Today is the date scheduled for sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to allow me to speak to my client, Ms. Adams. I also thank you for the pre-sentence report, which was sent to me by the clerk. And Your Honor, I've gone over the pre-sentence report with Ms. Adams. There are no changes, deletions, modifications, or alterations to that report. We stand ready for sentencing, Judge. I will point out this was her first offense. She does have, it looks like, low needs and moderate risk, according to the report as I read it, Judge. I think she is a candidate. There's a recommendation for a 12-month probation. I think she is a candidate for that. And I think she has, in talking with her, Judge, I think she understands and accepts the consequences of her actions. She stated to me, as was in the report, she doesn't want to do this anymore. She's learned a lot from this. I think it's more a mistake of youth, but something that she has to learn from, and she has to learn a hard lesson. So there's a recommendation for a 12-month probationary period, Judge. I have no objections to that recommendation.
All right, very good. And so I don't see usually, all right, very good. Ms. Adams, is there anything that you would like me to know about you before I do sentencing?
I've been going to that place that you told me that I need to go to make sure I drop every 2 days of the week, and I've been doing that faithfully for the 6 weeks that you scheduled me to go there, and I just been on top of my game the way I'm supposed to be on top of it, taking care of my kids, everything.
I'm having a hard time understanding you. Ms. Adams, you're moving around, and so I'm not hearing you. Tell me again.
Can you hear me?
I can now. What were you saying?
I was saying that I was just been following the protocol that I had to follow for the last 6 weeks that I've been scheduled to go to take them tests that you had scheduled for me to take, on top of me still going to work and taking care of my kids and stuff too. So I've been doing everything that I'm supposed to been doing.
All right. All right, very good. And so I am going to follow the sentencing recommendation that was recommended by Ms. Brimage, and I'm going to sentence as follows. And so we'll make sure we get that order. Let's connect her to Ms. Brimage today so that she can start her probation on today. So you are going to be sentenced to a 12-month probation, during which time you shall not consume any alcohol, none. So you need to make sure you're reading what's on your anything that you're taking, because you're going to be responsible for everything that you ingest. In addition, you cannot possess or use any illegal substances. You can't do that while you're on this probation. You're going to submit to random urinalysis testing. I'm going to start off with 2 times a week, okay? And then as we review it, I will in all likelihood reduce it, okay? So it'll be 2 times per week, okay? Also, you will have to attend outpatient substance abuse treatment and therapy to deal with an issue that you identified during your pre-sentence investigation. I'd like you, do you live in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
All right, I would like you to do that with Detroit Recovery Project. Okay? So we'll get you the information, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we've increased your testing to 2 times weekly, random, and then also you're going to do your therapy with Detroit Recovery Project. I need you to call them on today. You're gonna get with Ms. Brimage today. Okay? And then you will also be required to complete the Victims Impact Panel. You'll be required to complete the Alcohol Highway Safety Education Level 1 class. You must view the consequences video. And then I am also going to assess a fine in the amount of $300. You'll have to get that paid before you finish probation. And then you will also have a $35 a month supervision fee. So you'll have to get your fines and costs paid before you finish probation, okay? You don't have to pay it all today, but start working at it, okay?
So you said I gotta pay $300 and then $35 a month for what again?
For supervision fees. And when you talk with Ms. Brimage, who's going to be your probation officer, she will explain all of that to you, okay?
Will I be able to get my driver's license back?
Well, what's the status of her driver's license, Mr. Fikens? Do you know?
Well, a little bit, Judge. And I've tried to tell Miss Adams that it's not within the court ability to grant or take away licenses except in specific circumstances. She did indicate to me that she let it expire on her birthday, so she needs to go to the Secretary of State. If she's still under a period of restriction, because this is her first offense, and she might be still under a period of restriction, she has to wait that out, but she can get her license. She has to renew her license. Then after that restriction is lifted, she'll have her full privileges back, assuming all fees are paid to the Secretary of State. And we can do nothing about this, Judge. I wish we could, but we cannot.
All right. All right. So when she comes on to see me, she'll be able to continue to update you as to what's going on with her license. And you can also give her clear instructions on how to regain her license. But for now, you want to make sure, Ms. Adams, if you don't have a valid license, do not drive, okay? Okay, because if you get caught, your case is going to come to me and I'm not going to respond very well. You'll probably go to jail, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you want to keep from driving. All right, do you have any other questions for the court?
No.
All right, I am going to see you back in court. Let's go to, are Mondays a good day for you? No, it's gonna have to be Tuesdays, I'm sorry. Because Ms. Brimage is getting it. So your next court date with me is going to be September 20th, 2022, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m. So you want to make sure that you've done everything that I've ordered you to do with your 2 times random, and that you are taking care of business so that you can stay on track with your probation, okay?
Okay.
By then, you should be in your treatment, in your counseling with Detroit Recovery Project. Miss Matt, can you get Miss Brimage to dial in so that I can put her in a breakout room with Miss Adams, so that Miss Adams can connect with Miss Brimage and we can have everything we need on today?
Thank you, Judge. Yes.
Okay, we'll do it that way. All right. Do you have any questions, Miss Adams?
Where is Detroit Recovery Center at anyway?
All right, it's in Detroit. Miss Brimage is gonna give you all that information, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna have you stay in the courtroom for me for a few minutes, all right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So nice to meet you. All right, stay right in the courtroom. I'll put you on mute, but stay in the courtroom for me. All right, very good. Okay, I am ready on Miss Cox. You are here on a matter. Let me have you raise your right hand.
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matter, and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. State your name as well as your qualifications.
Maria Cox, State of Michigan, qualified Spanish interpreter.
Thank you. I have the following matters for last name Angeles Borges. I have case numbers SP 124-39342, SP 124-39341, SP 124-3938, counts 1, 2, and 3. Let me have the people are here in the courtroom. Mr. Yeah. Yeah, the people. Mr. Rosenthal, let me have her interpret first, and then I'll have Mr. Rosenthal put his appearance on the record. Ms. Cox.
Llamaron a su caso, señor Ángeles Borges, los cargos número SP 1243-9342 y también SP 1243-941 y SP 124398, cargos número 1, 2 y 3. Está pidiendo a las personas que estén aquí que se identifiquen para las actas.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal, your appearance.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807.
Se presentó el señor Rosenthal, el abogado procurador, el abogado fiscal.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nice to see you today. My name is Neil Brand on behalf of the defendant.
Soy su señoría, mucho gusto en verla hoy. Mi nombre es el abogado Brand, representando al acusado.
Good to see you, counsel. I am going to have your client now place his name on the record.
Señor Ángeles, por favor, diga su nombre para las actas.
Please unmute.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Rigoberto Ángeles Borges.
Good day, my name is Rigoberto Ángeles Borges.
Thank you. All right, are there any officers that are in the courtroom in relationship to this matter? I need you to turn on your camera and state your name and your badge number for the record.
Si hay algún oficial o policía que esté aquí en relación con este caso, necesito que prendan su cámara y digan su nombre.
All right. How are we proceeding today? These matters, 2 are scheduled for trial, 3 are scheduled for formal hearing.
¿Cómo vamos a proceder hoy? 2 de estos casos están hoy van a ser para juicio y 3 de los casos están para una audiencia formal.
The defense would move to dismiss.
La defensa hace una petición de que se anulen los cargos.
On what grounds, counsel?
¿Qué motivo, señor abogado?
It sounds like we don't have any police officers here today.
Porque no tenemos a ningún policía hoy.
In response?
And yes, Your Honor, you did ask if we did have any officers. As of now, I don't have any complaining witnesses on this case. I did do the SOS, and I'll entertain any motion at this time.
Sí, su señoría, yo sé que no se ha presentado ningún policía y usted los ha llamado, entonces hice una llamada de auxilio, pero nadie ha respondido, entonces yo voy a aceptar o entretener esa proposición.
All right, then I am going to grant your motion for dismissal. I'm dismissing all 5 matters without prejudice.
Entonces voy a aceptar su propuesta de anular los cargos y así lo anuncio, pero sin lo que se llama sin perjuicio.
All right. Thank you, counsel. Thank you, Mr. Inglis. Thank you, Mr. Rosenthal. All of you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Ms. Cox.
Thank you. Muchas gracias a todos. Anularon sus cargos. Nos podemos ir. Le dio gracias a todos los participantes.
Thanks for your help, Ms. Cox. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Brand.
All right. Thank you. All right. Miss Brimage, good morning to you. Thank you for coming on. All right. You have a new probationer, Miss Adams. Thank you for that thorough report. I only made slight amendments to the report. When I say amendments, I'm going to have her test randomly 2 times a week to start with. In addition, I have indicated that she's to do her treatment at Detroit Recovery Project. And then I gave her a return to court date of September 20th at 10:00 a.m., which is a Tuesday.
Okay.
And so I wanted her to be in a breakout room with you so she could connect and get stuff done immediately.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. So Miss Wilson, if you could place Miss Brimage and Miss Adams in a breakout room together. And then she's free to leave unless you need to see me again, Miss Brimage. All right, very good. Are we ready on Miss Anderson?
Yes, Judge.
All right. No, I don't like Andy's. Here we go. All right, for Miss Anderson, I have the following. I have case number Z8086181, case number SP1322579, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP1322580, count 2 and 4. I don't know what I'm seeing, but all right. Miss Anderson, please state your full name.
Good morning, Your Honor. LaRondra Malika Anderson.
All right, good morning, and thank you for your patience this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Fikens, what do we have going on?
Judge, you graciously
Retrial.
yes, Your Honor, you graciously allowed Miss Anderson to a little bit of time to try to obtain counsel. She was unsuccessful in that. Given the seriousness of the charges, Judge, we talked about at this point in time, depending on how this court wishes us to move forward, given I've had some conversations with her, I think she might qualify for the Michigan Indigent Defense Council. If this court wishes to set this matter for a jury trial, I would be amenable to that and have her directed to get her own counsel. She is not able to afford one, it appears to me, Judge. Or if the court is willing to, whatever time it takes for her to get indigent counsel, we're happy for an adjournment, but I don't want to hold up this court's docket at all. So that.
No, and the nature of the charge too, counsel, the nature of the charge.
Yes.
She has an operating while impaired, meaning she is accused of drinking and being impaired behind the wheel of a car, which puts everybody in danger.
Understood.
So I'm going to go with your first. Can we get that form for Ruth Carter for Michigan MDIC, I think it's called. MIDC, maybe. And so, yeah, I'm going to set this matter. I'll set it for a jury trial. I'll submit her information to get an attorney for her jury trial. And then I'm going to put some terms and conditions for her bond, because she can't just sit out there given the nature of this charge. Because I think my jury trials are running into next year. Is that correct? In February. Yeah, in February. So yeah, I can't let her sit out there like that.
And we understand that, Judge, and I wouldn't ask this if I thought, and I'm doing this on faith, but I think Ms. Anderson is taking this matter seriously. We certainly would comply with any terms and conditions of bond. She seems like an articulate young lady. And she made, it's alleged that she's made some very wrong decisions, and I think she wants to set all those matters right.
Okay, very good. And I applaud you for doing that. What do we need to do that form? Because whatever you did last time, we got an attorney.
Oh, yeah, I just filled the form out and sent it to Miss Carter.
Okay, so let's get that done. And then if I could get, you have the scheduling order up. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, we are going to do the scheduling order right now, council,
Yes,
so
Judge.
that they can know what kind of time frame they are working with. And then we're going to talk about terms and conditions of bond. Yeah.
Yes, Judge.
And so, thank you. All right, and so we will start with first the witness list. Is that right?
No, no, Judge.
Uh-oh,
Actually,
discovery.
Yes, discovery is the first thing on your order.
All right, let's do it. Discovery. Let's see, we are in August. Well, actually September. So I'm gonna push discovery out. Discovery is due no later than October 14th, 2022. That means the witness list will be due, I'll put it to November 4th, 2022. What's next?
Next is motions.
Motions must be filed by, let's go with November 30th, 2022. Next. Response.
Yes.
Response to motions must be filed no later than let's go back. I'm gonna make the motions due on the 21st. I'm gonna adjust that date, the 21st of November, and then the response to motion would be, it would be December 19th, 2022. Next.
And the final pretrial would be on the 13th.
Final pretrial on the 13th of what?
2023.
The 13th of what month?
I'm sorry, excuse me, Judge, February.
All right. Final pretrial will be February 13th, 2022.
23.
At which time?
That would be at 11 a.m.
At 11 o'clock, at which time the parties must provide their trial binders. They must also provide the jury voir dire. They must agree on their voir dire and be ready to argue any matters that they can't agree on. They must also do their joint exhibits. And at that time, I'll hear all motions in limine. And then my jury trial date.
It's going to be February 14th, 2023 at 1:30.
All right, so jury trial date, February 14th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. It's important to note that the parties cannot adjourn trial by a stipulated order, only upon order of this court. And that if the parties fail to notify the court of a resolution by 3:00 p.m. on February 13, 2023, that the parties will incur expenses associated with having to impanel a jury. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, what I'm going to have you do, Ms. Anderson, is I want to make sure we connect them. We have all of her contact information.
Ask her to call.
All right, Ms. Anderson, I need you to call my clerk at area code 313-965-2280 so that she can get your contact information That number is also in the chat. Thank you, Ms. Wilson, so that you can get the information so that the attorney can contact you. Because while this may seem like a lot of time, it really is not, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, you are very welcome. So call Ms. Mack now for me, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, I am ready to call the 10:30 portion of the docket. Let's do it. I have for Ali Ahmed, SX 397-17642. Mr. Ahmed did not pay his civil infraction. Therefore, a default judgment will be entered and the original charge will be reinstated. And the following matters for Mr. Ahmed will be caveats with the personal bond. Case numbers SP 127-33431, SP 122-1892, counts 1 and 2, and case number SX 397-17641. For Hussein Ajel, SP 133-59041, he did pay, and the matter is closed. I have for Mohammed Al Dahaim, case number SP 136-59421. He paid his civil infraction, therefore, this matter is going to be dismissed without prejudice. For Demarion Allen, Mr. Allen, please mute yourself. Somebody's talking.
Ms. Anderson?
Okay, mute her for me. Okay, thank you. For Demarion Allen, he did pay his civil infractions. Therefore, the following matters are being dismissed without prejudice. SP 125-2235, counts 1 and 3. For Omar Al Nahan, he did pay his civil infractions. Therefore, the following matters are being dismissed without prejudice. SP 125-2138, counts 1 and 2. For Deontay Appling, he also paid his civil infractions. Therefore, the following matters are being dismissed without prejudice. SP 124-7787, counts 1 and 2. And then for Terrace Arnold, case number SP 118-71312, he failed to pay. I am reinstating the original charge. The bond will be set at $270 cash or surety, which is the amount that he owes. And then his remaining case of SP 120-16921 will be a caveat with a personal bond. And that is it for the docket. Corporal Hayward, what matter are you here on?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm on Mr. Ali Ahmed.
Okay, that was just an adjourn to pay. So once I take the plea, you all, don't have to appear. So that was just an adjourn to pay.
Okay.
I don't know why they sent you a notice. My apologies.
No problem, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, and be safe, please. All right, we are, I believe, all set. Mr. Williams not gonna keep coming to my courtroom lady. No, Mr. Williams, that's not gonna work for me. I don't have anything scheduled for specialty court at 11 o'clock. So you know what? You're gonna have to come down to the courthouse.
I apologize. It was the first day of school with the kids. I was trying to sign them up for school and stuff.
Mr. Williams, now you know those kids had to be signed up for school before today. They've been signing up kids for school for the last 2-3 weeks. And even if you sign them up for school today, school starts, I know it don't start at 11 o'clock. No, Mr. Williams, we went through this last time.
No, I understand, Your Honor. But with me just moving, I had the utilities not in my name, so I had to go through a lot.
Mr. Williams, but you moved weeks ago. And you knew you had to get those babies in school. Let me tell you something. We can play Hunger Games all day long because everything you tell me, I promise you, I have a response for it. Now, I was born on a day. I was not born today. Now, this is the second time that you are showing up for my docket lady. I'm not going to make you come down here today, Mr. Williams. And I'm not going to put the warrant in the system that I've already indicated on the record that I would. But I'm gonna promise you on this day, on August 29, 2022 at 11:04 a.m., the next time you come on my docket at a time that you are not scheduled, I'm going to have you come down to this courtroom, and then I'm gonna put you at the Wayne County Jail. I'm gonna keep you overnight, and then I'm gonna do your case the next morning, and I'm gonna guarantee that you'll be on time.
Thank you, and I apologize.
Are we clear?
Yes,
You sure?
positive.
You're such a nice person. I'm gonna hate to be nice to you and everything when you come in here and smile you all the way to the back to go into custody, but I will. Me and all my metal in my mouth, I'm gonna just be smiling because I paid a lot of money for it. I'll be like, bye, Mr. Williams. I'm gonna be so nice to you. But I'm gonna send you to that Wayne County Jail. Come on, the things that we wanna do, we find a way to do them. The things we don't wanna do, we find an excuse. I don't accept excuses, okay?
Okay, I apologize.
All right, give me a second. Police Officer Robinson, what case are you here on?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for last name R1. I was here earlier. I spoke with the prosecutor. I had to sign out for another courtroom, and I'm checking back in.
Okay, that was a return for payment. So you should not have received the notice. My apologies. But that he paid what he was supposed to pay when I took his plea, and the remaining matters were dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Okay, Your Honor. You and your staff have a good day.
All right, you too. Thank you. Be safe.
Thank
All
you.
right, Mr. Yancey, I take it that you are back on this morning to do Mr. Williams' case. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Let me see. Do I have his file? All right. Let me call it. Give me 1 second. Now, I ought to make him sit for an hour before I even call this case, but I'm not gonna do that today, Mr. Yancey, because next time he's going to the jail.
We appreciate it,
I
Your Honor.
promise you. He gonna go. He gonna go.
We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together for real.
Mr. Yancey, tell him I don't take my niceness for weakness, because I will be nice. Send you right to the hoop sky. Just be so nice. Be talking about make sure y'all feed him now. All right. Let's do it for Mr. Williams. All right, Mr. Yancey, I hear you. I have case number 21003103. Mr. Williams, state your full name.
Meshach Jahai Williams.
All right, I told you last time, you can't have no name like Meshach and then come to court all late and stuff. You write out the Bible. You can't be doing that. You're supposed to have your stuff together, sir. All right, Mr. Williams.
Stay out of the fire, Mr. Williams.
Wait, Mr. Vikens, you gotta repeat it. Go ahead, Mr. Vikens.
You got to stay out of the fire, Mr. Williams. That's what we learned from that. Stay out of the fire. Don't go back in.
Right.
When you've been delivered, don't go back in. I love it, Mr. Vikens. I'm writing that down. I'm writing it down. Don't go back in the fire. Don't go back in the furnace. All right. Mr. Williams, what have you been doing since the last time I've seen you?
Just continuing drug testing and what I was supposed to have been doing.
All right. Not only were you supposed to be drug testing, what else were you supposed to be doing?
On therapy. And
have you been going to therapy?
No, I haven't.
Why haven't you been going, Mr. Williams?
I'm supposed to be going this week coming up. When I was dealing with my other case. One of the days I had a meeting, I had court at the circuit court.
And where are you supposed to be doing your therapy, Mr. Williams?
Mr. Reed Ardress or something like I can't pronounce his name. At DP. All right, I was on McNichols and 75.
Detroit Recovery Project?
Yeah.
And you haven't been?
No, I haven't.
Mr. Yancey, how long?
In the last week, not since the last week.
Let me double check, because this is not quite my case, but I'm taking it today. Let's see, he has been with us. He's been with us since May 16th of this year. So I would think he's been to some kind of treatment since May. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just haven't been this last week.
Okay, but you've been to Detroit Recovery Project though? You just haven't been this week?
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I have. I wasn't saying I ain't been at all.
Okay.
I just haven't been this last week.
Okay, all right.
That wasn't
My
clear.
bad.
That wasn't.
That fire coming from my ears, right?
My bad. I worded it wrong.
Yeah, and if I could interject, I believe some of this, it appears that from the notes, that Mr. Williams has been at Detroit Recovery Project. He's been seeing Mr. McLean and Mr. Hildrich. He has been tested. He has had negative screens. I believe he's had recently got new employment through looks like Detroit Diesel. Hopefully that's going well. And he must have obviously moved semi-recently. So he just has to, he's got to get his scheduling going so that he can get everything done that we need him to do with our court program and still do what he needs to do on the outside world with his children, with his job. So we just have to get our scheduling a whole lot better. I'm sure we're going to diligently work on that so we can get to court on time, on the right dates, and everything we need to do. So I'm glad we asked some more questions, because he presented it as if he had not been, but he hasn't been this past week, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Williams, it's so important that you work the program, okay? I know you've got some other things going. How did things go with your circuit court case?
Pled guilty to the charge and I get sentenced in October.
Okay. All right. I don't want you to, all right. Mr. Yancey, this is Miss Cleveland's case?
It is, but if I have enough time, I'll call Mr. Williams right after we get off just to see what the possibilities are with what he just talked about.
All right. And you said, thank you, Mr. Yancey. Sentencing is in October?
October 5th.
All right. All right. So listen, I understand you have some other things pending in another court, but I still need you to work this program because that's going to help you. I need you to make sure that you tell your attorney at the circuit court that you are in our specialty court program, okay? Now listen, that attorney, that's gonna be music to their ear. But
Yeah.
if I can't say to a judge that he's working the program, he's coming to court on time, he's doing the things I've ordered him to do, that's not good. Yes, sir, what do you wanna say?
No, never mind. You said it already.
Okay, I want to be able to say that, oh, Meshach Williams, he's doing well, he's coming to court on time, he's making it to all of his testing, he's going to his treatment, he's working the heck out of this program. Right now, sir, I can't say that. So now you have the whole month of September and a couple of days in October, probably. Get to work. Get to work. You need this. You need it. All right. Are you having any issues that you need to share with us, that you need us to help you with? Because we're here to help.
No, not at the moment.
None?
Yeah, none at the moment.
All right. Did you get the babies in school today?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Wait till the last minute to get the children in school, but glad you got them in school, says the judge. All right. All right. And they were excited about going to school today?
Yes.
All right. They must be little kids, right?
Yes. My oldest, he already was enrolled.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Mr. Williams, have you noticed any difference in yourself since you've been with us?
Yes.
Is there anything you can share with us that's different?
I haven't had the urge to want to do the things I was doing before I got into this court.
All right. That urge is gone.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. Well, probably it's because you stay so busy too, right? I'm sure that has to help, right?
Yes.
All right. Very good. What do you need us to help you with?
Nothing at the moment, but I will let y'all know when I do need some help with something.
All right. You better thank Mr. Yancey this morning because I had signed the warrant for you to get picked up. So Mr. Yancey was determined to find out where you were.
I
And so
appreciate
thank you,
it.
Mr. Yancey. Yeah.
I appreciate
It's
it.
the last time, but all right. Thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Yeah,
All right, Yancey, go
I
ahead.
didn't want Mr. Williams to go by the wayside. He's you know,
He's a good
sometimes,
guy.
yeah, he's a good guy. He's trying hard. He's just gotta get it more coordinated, his effort more coordinated. We can try real hard, but if his effort's not coordinated, then it seems like he's not doing what he's supposed to do. But we're gonna get that together, Your Honor. He really appreciates this other chance.
All right, very good, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Williams, on staying clean and your drug testing. That's such an important part of the program. Also, congratulations being a good father, making sure that your children are enrolled in school, and so is so important. Congratulations on that. Drug program also includes therapy and counseling, and you just need to tighten that up a bit, sir. Just tighten that up a bit, but be proud of yourself because you're staying clean and you're doing your testing. Keep up the good work, and make sure you get to court on time. That's such an important thing also. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Sure.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Williams, keep up the good work. If you feel overwhelmed at sometimes, like you're doing too much or too much is required of you, my recommendation is call up your case manager, explain the situation. The more you communicate, the more you let us know what's going with you, the more we can work to fit us around you rather than if you don't communicate, then you got to fit around us. You know what I'm saying? But if you communicate with us, we can work with you on just about any problem. I've not seen a problem yet that the judge hasn't been able to work on and handle and most cases solve completely. So I just want to have you keep that in mind. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Williams? No questions for the team?
No questions. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Williams?
Yeah, we want to have Mr. Williams come back on September 8th at 8:35.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, I'm putting it in my notes now.
You better put it in your notes and set an alarm and everything else.
Yeah, I know. You
Okay,
say September 8th?
Yeah, September 8th.
September 8th. My oldest baby's birthday.
At what time?
In the morning, 8:30, 8:35.
I got it. Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Williams. Go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
Mr. Williams, when we get off, I'm gonna call you within 5 minutes.
Your phone, it went in and out. What you said?
When we get off of Zoom, I'm gonna call you within 5 minutes.
All right, appreciate you.
Okay.
All right, y'all have a
Take
blessed
care,
day.
Mr. Williams. You do the same. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. I think that's it. I think we should hurry up and jump off before somebody buses in. Oh my good, no, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, we are on standby. There was an individual Gardolski. Mr. Morgan did get her on the phone. And she's going to walk in. I want her physically to come in. I don't know that she will. She's already in warrant status, but just make sure you are where you can get your phone. We will have 1:30 staffing today. We are preparing for our observation on tomorrow for Veterans Treatment Court.
Yes,
and so, yes. So you all are stuck with me today.
Not a bad thing, Judge.
Not a bad stuck. All right, very good. Mr. Fikens, you almost took me out talking about don't go back into the fire. You almost took me out. You almost took me out. I had to pull myself together. I did.
When we get Mr. Abednego, then I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We can't put them on the same day. We cannot put Mr. Abednego and Mr. Meshach Williams on the same day. What? All right. So I will let you all know, Ms. Mack will let you all know if Ms. Gardolski comes through the door. If you don't hear from us, that means she didn't come. And then we'll be on at 1:30. It's at 1:30, right? We kept our regular staffing time to prepare. We're on at 1:30 for staffing.
Very good, Judge.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. You'll be on standby as well. So thank you, but we're gonna shut down. I'm not gonna keep the station up.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Thank you all. Great job.